Bonjour. In this video we shall discuss prepositions in French. Prepositions are found in both English and French. Prepositions are small words that link elements of a sentence together. Prepositions can indicate location, direction, time, and position. Prepositions cannot be translated from English into French. Sometimes English uses a preposition in a particular sentence, but French does not. So the only way to learn about prepositions and to learn how to apply prepositions correctly in a sentence is to read as much as possible in French. One must get the feel of the language and the feel of prepositions, because it cannot be simply translated from one language to another. Prepositions are short but essential words which are placed after a verb, noun, or adjective in order to indicate a relationship between that word and the noun or pronoun that follows. For example, Je vais à Paris. I am going to Paris. Here, à is a preposition. In this sentence, à is a preposition of direction. I'm going to. Je vais à. C'est un livre de français. It's a French book. Or literally, it will be a book of French. Here, de is the preposition. Cette question est difficile pour moi. This question is difficult for me. Pour, which is for, is the preposition in this sentence. Many French prepositions have more than one English equivalent, depending on how they are used and vice versa. In addition, a preposition is often needed in French when none is used in English, and vice versa again. This is why prepositions cannot be translated. Now we need to take a look at some of the prepositions used in French. The preposition de. De is by far the most common preposition in French and a word with multiple meanings. De can signify possession or attribution. In the example earlier, you can see c'est un livre de français. Here it's de indicates possession. Is the equivalent of the English preposition of or apostrophe s. The examples: Jean's house, la maison de Jean, the chairman of the company, le président de l'entreprise, the dog's owner was Monsieur Brun, le propriétaire du chien était Monsieur Brun. De is the form of de when it combines with a definite article. Because chien is a masculine word, so the definite article is used, and when de combines with the masculine definite singular article, it becomes du. It can also indicate direction, equivalent to the English preposition from. He's coming from Paris. Il vient de Paris. It's a gift from Pierre. C'est un cadeau de Pierre. It can also be a preposition of relation, equivalent to English by or of. It's a play by Shakespeare. C'est une pièce de Shakespeare. At the side of the road, au bord de la route. At the top of the mountain, au sommet de la montagne. De can also act as a coordinator between two verbs, equivalent to the coordinators in English of, to, etc. He's talking about coming next week. Il part de venir la semaine prochaine. Il part de venir. He's talking about. I'm trying to do it. J'essaie de le faire. These examples show why a preposition cannot be translated. You can see in French, everywhere the same preposition the is used, but when translating it into English, it can become, depending on the context, about, to, of, or from. The correct application of a preposition can therefore only come through repeated reading of French and through practice only. Here are some prepositions of position and direction. In this chart, the same preposition can sometimes indicate position or at other times indicate direction. The exact meaning will only become clear from the context of the sentence. First was a. As you can see, it can mean at or in, which are prepositions of position, but it can also mean to, which shows direction. Jusqu'à, jusqu'à. Vers, dans or en. Sur, au-dessus de. Sous, en, au-dessous de. À côté de. Devant, devant. Derrière, derrière. Auprès de, auprès de. Près de, depuis. Entre. There is one particular preposition in French for which there is no English equivalent. The preposition is chez. Chez can be a preposition of direction or of situation or location. It corresponds to or at my place, where place can indicate either the place of your Either it can indicate the place, say, where you live. It might be your house, it might be a hostel, or it can sometimes indicate even your office. It all depends on the context. Here are some more examples. Prepositions of position. I live in a flat. J'habite dans un appartement. I live in town. J'habite en ville. In English, in both cases, the preposition is in. But when it's an apartment, an enclosed space, we use dans. When it's town, where there are no clear boundaries, it becomes en. And it's also a feminine word. When it's feminine, you use en. J'habite en ville. The money is on the table. L'argent est sur la table. I live at Pierre's place. J'habite chez Pierre. Prepositions of direction. Put all those bits into the box. Mettez toutes ces pièces dans la boîte. La boîte is a box. It is feminine, but it's enclosed. Therefore, we use dans. We're going into town. Nous allons en ville. So you can see en can be both a preposition of position as well as direction. They're coming to our house this evening. Ils viennent chez nous ce soir. Here are some more prepositions which are quite commonly found in French. Après, avant, avec, chez, contre, durant, envers, environ, malgré, par, parmi, pendant, pendant, pour, sans, sauf, selon, Using French prepositions can be rather tricky. In English, sometimes informal sentences end in a preposition. Although it's not grammatically correct, but it is allowed in an informal situation. However, in French, this is never allowed. A sentence cannot end in a preposition. As in English, French prepositions can sometimes be idiomatic. This means, as we've already seen, the same preposition can have different meanings in different contexts. Consequently, a literal translation is impossible. When translating from English into French or vice versa, one needs to translate the sense. You have to find out the word which is closest in meaning and then use it, rather than change the word literally. Immersing oneself into the language is the only way to learn the proper usage of prepositions. The more one reads and listens to the language, the easier will its usage become. Using prepositions in French takes time, and also there are some rules, especially when we talk about geographical places and countries. These rules need to be learned, and only then can one apply prepositions correctly. That's all in this video. Merci, au revoir.